Recording.
Let me get our screen share going. Cross your fingers for us that we don't have too many issues. That's not what I want. Okay. It's coming. It'll work.
Oh, there it is.
Good. All right. Can you see it? We good?
Yes.
Cool. All right. This is our official start. You guys got to listen to all the preparation stuff. I am Candace McDermott. Cozy Folsom is the other host of this meeting, and we are both diamond coaches with Beachbody, and we are super excited to share with you a little bit about what the heck that means today. So just to introduce myself a little bit and to share a bit of my story, I am a wife and a mom of 4. I've been married to my husband for 14 years now, and our kids are getting big and making me feel really, really old. It's been quite a journey to see them start school and to realize how quickly those toddler years run away and how easy it is to miss all of those little moments. I am a former photographer. I ran my own business for about 4 years, and that was the main cause of my missing all those little moments. I knew I needed something for me, and I love photography, and my business was successful. But I kind of came to the point where I realized I was missing too much. I was putting my kids in daycare with a friend who I love and adore and trust very much. I was not worried about them being there, but they were there instead of with me, and they were there a lot. And when we started having our kids, we made a lot of sacrifices for me to be able to stay home with them. And we never consciously said, hey, you should be a working mom now, and we should put our kids in daycare. It just kind of happened organically as my business grew. So there came a point in time where I realized that the business was just kind of sucking me dry. It was taking away my time with my family, and it wasn't allowing me to help people the way that I wanted to. So in addition to my photography, talent, skill, hobby, whatever you want to call it, I'm a DIY mom, you know, the Pinterester that has to make everything for herself. So I spend a lot of time crafting when I can, and that was another thing that I didn't get to do when I was doing photography, because all of my free time was spent editing sessions and shooting sessions, and it was just taking away all of the fun in life. And like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. When I started with Beachbody, I started out as a coach. And the first time that my coach, Micah, invited me to do a challenge group, I just shook my head and I was like, you're nuts. She is a super successful photographer. I had met her just a few months prior in a workshop that she hosted. And she was one of my favorite photographers. I loved her work. So when she started posting all of this fitness stuff and trying to sell these things, I was just like, what are you doing? I just thought she was giving up such an incredible business and talent for, you know, just another gimmick. But eventually she invited me a few times over the course of a couple of months. And eventually I realized that I was not doing it on my own like I always thought I could. My youngest baby was 1.5 years old, and I still had so much extra weight, and I felt awful, and I looked even worse. And I had always told myself I could do it on my own and I didn't need anyone's help. And I finally came to a point where I realized that wasn't true. So I accepted her invitation and I joined a challenge group with T25 and Shakeology. And I had promised myself that I was going to continue the Shakeology for 2 months because that was the length of my program. And in my head, I was thinking, if I continue this for the full length of the program, then when it doesn't work, I can say it doesn't work. And it's not because I quit Shakeology or anything. So I was still a total skeptic. But I actually fell in love with Shakeology almost right from the get-go. I fell in love with the way that it helped me to curb my cravings, and it just made me feel good the days that I would drink it. So I quickly signed on as a coach just for the discounts on Shakeology, and I had zero intention of ever working this business. Fast forward a couple of months, I had taken a month off of my photography business just because I was so burned out. So I took the month of December off. And come January, my husband and the kids are back at school and work, and I was so bored. I was bored. I had no work. And in the cold winter, I had no work coming for months probably. So I took my offer to jump into her new coach training and just kind of see what it was about, and just something to kill the time, basically. And I haven't looked back since. It's been a total game changer for me. I have been a coach now for 2 years. I've lost about 75 pounds in that time. And I'm dang near to my high school weight, which feels pretty dang awesome. So that's me in a nutshell.
All right. So my story isn't quite as, I don't know, not complicated, but as much to it as Candace. So Micah, our upline, is my sister-in-law. So I kind of just got drug into it, honestly. She kind of not told me I needed to, but kind of was like, you should do this. And then I trusted her and I was like, okay, sure, let's do it, whatever. And that was about 2 years ago. I've always tried to lose weight pretty much my whole life. I've always tried to, I mean, like most of us, honestly, we've tried everything from going to the gym, any type of program, pills, shakes, anything. Like I probably have tried it, and 99.9% of the time it was very unhealthy. So I was willing just to try something, and I was like, well, it'll be fun to do it with her. That's fine. So I just started out with Les Mills Combat. I loved it. It's actually still one of my favorite programs. It's super fun. And probably didn't actually start working any type of the business until maybe about a year ago, honestly. I was kind of just I would say I was doing things, but I obviously wasn't, because my business wasn't growing and I wasn't making any progress for myself, and I'm sure people could see that. So about a year ago is when I kind of like really tried to dive in and give this like a fair shot. I knew that I would be, so right now I'm a Diamond coach. I am a full-time student. I'm going into physical therapy assistant, and that's like what just a sec. That is what sorry, trying to mute.
Please switch between games in progress. Don't miss your chance to get early bird pricing. Order today with Xfinity On Demand or call.
Okay, there. Sorry. So I'm doing physical therapy assistant, which I love, like physically being able to help people work through physical limitations. I love that. So honestly, my ultimate goal is to be able to do that, work in an outpatient clinic 2 to 3 days a week and doing Beachbody full time. So that is like my main goal. So right now I'm full-time student and I still work doing massage. So I'm busy too, even though I don't have kids. I'm busy. I think everybody, no matter your circumstance, everyone's busy doing something. I'm from a tiny town in Montana. I live in Utah, but I'm not like a big city person. I don't know a million people. From a big family. And honestly, the main thing is just I have learned to like believe in myself again and not care what people think, because I mean, we all care what people think to some extent. And lots of times we do things every day to not impress other people, but get other people's approval, especially from those that we care about and we love. And I'll be honest, at the beginning, not everybody completely supported me. My family did, just because obviously it's me and Micah. in our family. And so my family did, but honestly, a lot of my very best close friends did not. And so that sucked. But I just kept pushing and doing what I was doing. And not all of them, I don't think all of them are like super supportive still, but I know for sure that there are a ton of them, most of them, that respect what I'm doing and support me in that way, like emotionally, I guess. So that is me. Candace, go to the next one.
Gotcha. So if you're not familiar with Beachbody, we just want to give you kind of a quick rundown. The company has been around for several years. I don't have a number off the top of my head, but they sell top home workout programs. You've probably heard of P90X or Insanity. 21 Day Fix is also one of the newest, most popular programs, and it's especially popular among women. It's a really incredible program to help you learn more about your nutrition and to get you good results quick that you can actually keep so that you can have the motivation to keep going. PiYo is another one of the newer programs, and it's actually on sale right now. PiYo is a really incredible one because it's good. It's an awesome cardio workout, but it's low impact. So it's great for anybody with a lot of physical limitations. They can't do a lot of jumping and stuff. So they have Beachbody offers top selling products. They've been featured in the media multiple times in health magazines. You can hear about celebrities who have used Beachbody products to lose weight. I know Missy Elliott has, and if you're old like me and you remember TLC, Chili from TLC is actually Beachbody coach now. I always think that's kind of cute.
Wait, who?
TLC, do you remember them?
Yeah, but who? That's funny. I didn't know that.
Chili, yeah, funny. So she's actually a Beachbody coach because she used the products, I think T25, to lose a bunch of weight. So there's a lot of celebrities who use our programs to stay in the shape that they have to be in for their business. Also, our celebrity trainers like Tony Horton, he travels around the world and offers training at various U.S. military bases. So they know their stuff. They're incredible and they're well known throughout the world. And we get to bring them into our living rooms and be trained by them personally without the expense and the hassle of getting up and going to the gym and finding a sitter or scheduling that extra time. And you'll hear mention of all of these trainers and these programs and products on TV, on various talk shows and such. They really get a lot of attention in the last several years.
Okay. I ended up with all the tough slides. Okay, so I'm sure obviously everyone is here for a reason. They've either seen someone that is a coach that's inspired them, or they're just looking for something different. And kind of just want to put out there obviously you're still going to have so many questions about what we do as coaching, and it's so simple. But really, people think that coaching is you have to sit and sell, and you do sell in a way, but it's not like you're not a salesperson, if that makes sense. Really, you are just using the products and sharing your story, and then that gets people to come to you, and that's where you sell, is by sharing your story, and then people want to know what you're doing. And obviously not fitness models, so you don't have to be a fitness professional or nutritionist. That is what like the programs are for. We just help provide them with a program that works for them, because Beachbody does have a ton of different styles of programs, different types. That's why you build a relationship with people, so that you can figure out their goals and recommend the best program for them. But once they have that program in their hands, you're just there for support. That's it. Obviously, if they have a question, hopefully you can help answer it, but we are not telling them what workouts to do. Like, all of that is taken care of. So that is really just being consistent, and that is all you need to do. And you can, there are lots of personal trainers that are super successful with it, but you don't have to be. Like, I am by far not a fitness anything. So I think it's silly when people think like, well, I'm not at my goal weight, or I'm not, like, it's not, I promise, just trust me, it's not about that. I can guarantee if you talk to some of the most successful coaches, they started at some of their lowest points in their life. And this is what coaching has brought them through those times, because as you'll see, we'll talk about later, it helps you in every aspect of your life, and you're just sharing your life and sharing what you're doing to grow as a person. And for most people, growing as a person is getting themselves healthier. So next.
So you probably know that our country is in a major health crisis. You can't walk down the street without seeing someone who is not just overweight, but obese. And many of us have been there. Many of us have been in that position and thought, how do I come out of this, and how do I save myself? It's not an easy thing to do. 2/3 of U.S. adults are obese or overweight, and 2 out of 5 children are obese or overweight. That is heartbreaking to me, to see a child on the playground who can't run or can't play on the toys the way that the other children do because they're just so big and uncomfortable and awkward. And to see children and young adults who are battling diseases like diabetes and thyroid issues and so many other things, and so many of these can either be corrected or at least improved by losing that weight, but it's easier said than done. That is our biggest goal as a company. Our motto is to end the trend. The trend in America is a trend of obesity and overweight and unhealthy lifestyles. And our mission is to end that trend just by reaching out and offering the tools that can help them to do it and the support they need to get through the tough times.
Okay, so I mean, pretty much just what both of us said. That is, Beachbody provides the fitness workouts. They come with Shakeology, and all the workouts come with the nutrition guide. A lot of them are the same or like similar, but they are, depending on that, they're all also slightly different. So depending on the program, you might get a different nutrition guide. And then what our most important thing is to just show support, accountability, because for me, if I told somebody that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And so for me, I like to put myself out there to where it's not fun. No, it's not fun. Nobody likes to put themselves out there. But when I do, chances of succeeding are way higher. I mean, there's lots of different programs out there that you can do, but like even Weight Watchers, my mom has done Weight Watchers, and that's what keeps people like going, is having to have those weekly things that you weigh in every month or every week. That's how we are. We have daily, and I try to like check in with my challengers at least once a week privately, but we have daily accountability. So there's really no excuse why we should be falling off track. We're all on social media, obviously. So yeah, that is our support. Support is our biggest thing that we offer.
So the biggest method we have for helping people is our challenge groups. At the moment, the challenge groups are run on Facebook. They're private groups, so nobody can see your posts and stuff in there unless they're in the group. And these groups are just full of mainly women for us, just full of women who are all doing the same thing you're doing. They're all trying to lose weight, trying to learn how to eat healthy, trying to create these healthy new habits. Groups as a support group, and also to offer motivation. If somebody that day, there's almost instantly people commenting to bolster them up and just say, you got this, you can do this. I know it's hard, but I know you can do it. And there's something about that motivation that just kind of pushes you through those tough spots. So right at the moment, we're running these groups on Facebook, but we know there are a lot of people who don't love Facebook or who choose not to be on it at all. So Beachbody has actually created an app for your phone that will allow us to run challenge groups via the app, and you won't have to be on Facebook at all. And that's actually just finished with the beta phase, and it was amazing. So we're really looking forward to the release of that program so that we can help more people and not have Facebook be a requirement.
Yeah, so with those challenge groups, what we have is the challenge pack. So each challenge pack, they put them in bundles to make it cheaper for us. They all come with a month's worth of Shakeology. You can do a bag of one flavor, or you can do packets that are involved with different flavors. A lot of people do get like the packets at first so they can try the different flavors. And then the next time they'll go with their favorite or whatever. And then it comes with a fitness program. So I think, am I right? Every single fitness program comes in it, like has a challenge pack option. Yeah. So no matter what fitness program you are interested in, there's always going to be that option of a challenge pack. So yeah.
It's awesome. And Shakeology, duh. I mean, there's not a lot to say there other than it's amazing. It is 100% all natural. There are a lot of products that claim that, but they don't actually live up to it. If you check the ingredients list on Shakeology, every ingredient comes from a natural whole food source. It's chock full of superfoods from all around the world. And if you ever want to learn more about how the creator of Shakeology finds these ingredients and harvests them, it's really an incredible thing that they do. So if you ever want to know more about that, let us know and we can send you the video about it.
Okay, so this is probably my favorite part of coaching is personal development.
Me too.
But yeah, by far, I think that you have to change your mindset. You have to change how you speak to yourself from the inside. You have to change your thoughts before anything can be projected outward. I guess I never realized how negative I was, how hard I was on myself, and like pessimistic about like even relationships I had with friends and family until I started reading personal development. I do some type of personal development, whether it's a book, reading a book for like a chapter, even a couple minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Or on my way to class, I will put in like an audio. I do personal development every single day. And honestly, I can tell within a day or two if I'm slacking on it. And lots of times, I mean, there's every type. There's business ones. There's, I mean, self-love. Like we have a huge list of different types of books. And I had never read ever unless I had to. And so it's weird for me to be like, oh my gosh, I read all the time. I've literally probably read more books this year than I have my whole life. So I feel like such a nerd even saying that, but it's true. I don't know. Personal development is by far the most important aspect of coaching that has helped me personally. And I'm sure you can say the same thing, Candace.
I agree. I think this is how coaching can improve your entire life. It's not just about your physical health. It's about your mental and emotional health. And a lot of people look at us weird when we say that, but it is so, so true. And this is one of our daily requirements, so to speak. It's the one thing we encourage our coaches to do every single day because we know how much better their life can be if they include this in their daily life, and it helps them to overcome the obstacles in their business as well. Anything else on that?
No, I mean, I could go on all day, but
I know.
Just
we'll give you a list.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my favorite part. You guys, I don't go anywhere. I've been married for 14 years, and up until this last July, my husband and I, neither one of us have ever been on a commercial flight. We've never flown anywhere. We don't go anywhere. So one of the really exciting things about being a coach is that you get to earn trips. Like for real, I'm going on a cruise with my husband in March, a week before my birthday, for free. Seriously, it's the most exciting thing. Every year, each summer, we have a summit. It's Coach Summit. It's a big convention of coaches. And this past year, it was held in Nashville for the first time. It was Cozy and I's second time being at Summit, and every time is better than the last. Like, I can't even describe to you how exciting it is to be able to meet all of your teammates in person, because you work with them every day on the computer and you feel like you know them, and seriously, they're like my best friends. And then you get to go see them in person and you might be like, this is going to be a little bit awkward, but like 2 minutes in and you're best friends and you're totally comfortable, and you just get to refill your tank and you get to toss ideas about the business back and forth and really just come away from that event just full of excitement and motivation and just feeling great about life again. We're given the opportunity to earn what they call the Success Club trip. It's lingo that you won't understand until you get started, but you can earn a trip every year just based on doing what you're doing anyway. So you're still getting paid your commission for doing these things, but you're also earning points to go toward your trip. So like I said, Cozy and I get to go on a cruise in March. My husband's coming with us. We actually are going to fly for real. And we get to do it for free. And that is seriously mind-blowing to me. As you climb the ranks and advance in your rank, I guess, you have the opportunity to attend leadership retreats in California at the headquarters, where you receive a ton of training from top coaches, and they bring in other people to train you. And then for our team, we are part of Team Inspiration, which is Micah's team. And Team Inspiration was number 8 out of the entire company for 2014. So we get a ton of extra training from top coaches, and we are working toward a team retreat this coming April that can be earned for free. We're going to be pampered with professional photo shoots and a private chef and this mansion that's just freaking amazing. And we get to earn all of this just by doing what we love to do anyway. So it seriously gets me so flippin' excited that I can't even hardly, I had to stop myself from adding more pictures. It was getting a little crazy up in here.
Okay. So, I mean, let's talk about, talk about money, I guess, a little bit. It's awkward to talk about money.
I know, it's awkward. It is awkward. Just blaze through it.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, I've been a coach for 2 years. I didn't actually start doing anything until about this time last year. As you can see, in 2014, I made $131, which even then was a blessing too, because I mean, I'm sure there's so many people out there that even that much can help. And then go to September 2014, I made $323. And then at January, which you would think January would have done better, I obviously wasn't completely plugged in like I should have been. I was making almost $400, which is still great to me. That pays my car payment, and I think that's awesome. And then, so we still have one more week left in September. And so far I've made over $1,000. Like I don't know, like that's completely changed my life, and it's made me push even more. And the money doesn't, I mean, you can take money as being a superficial thing, but we all know that you can, but it's not. Like you can do a lot of like good things with money, and you can benefit your life, you can benefit other people's lives. And so you just like, me and Candace were talking not very long ago that we can't wait for the month that we hit 1,000. And I don't know, I was just so excited because this month, I mean, I'm sure, by the end of this week, I hopefully will be at like 1,400. So that's good for me. And when I'm full-time school, full-time work, and Beachbody, like that's, I don't know, that's so exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah. And this is kind of like not off subject, but just even before this call, I was on Facebook and listening to, there's a girl I went to high school with, and she's kind of shared her story a little bit. And she posted a video, and she posted about how, like, I had no idea. Like, obviously we're acquaintances. I'm from a small town, you know everyone. And so I was listening to this story that she had, and she's now starting to open up about it. And she pretty much was like sexually abused her whole life from her stepdad. And so like I was watching this video of her because she's starting to share it and talk to people about it. And she's like talking to high schools about it and everything. And she like doesn't have any money to go and travel to do these things. And so like I was able to help donate. And normally I wouldn't normally even $50 to her probably made a huge difference. And I don't know, like I just feel blessed that I can help people to earn money, but then also take that money that I've earned to help more people. And so I don't know, it's just been a blessing in my life.
That's awesome. I didn't know the arrows were going to go one by one.
Yeah.
Cozy, I'm going to breeze through these next couple about the money because we're going long. So this is Micah's income progression. Micah's a superstar. She's our mentor, and if you jump on with our team, you'll be trained by her as well. But she took off out of the gate, which some coaches do, and some of us take a little bit longer. You can see her income progression here is kind of mind-boggling. This last number was about 6 months ago. I'm sure that's changed even more. But we can tell you that Micah has been able to pay off her husband's vet school debt, but before he even graduated, like graduation day, they paid off all of his loans. They've been able to move cross country and purchase a beautiful, beautiful home with a lot of land that will be paid off in just a couple of years. So you can see how this kind of success could bless your life. And Mindy Wender is further up in our upline. We also receive a lot of training from her. She has seen some pretty incredible numbers as well. And the great thing about this is that it doesn't matter where you're at in the lineup. Somebody under Mindy could make far more than she makes even. It doesn't depend on where you're at in the hierarchy of the company. The sky is the limit. There are no limitations on what you can earn. And it's really just up to you and how much you want to share and how much you want to work the business. So these are just some coach testimonials from a few people on our team. And rather than sit here and read them to you, I'm just going to kind of point out a couple of things. Our friend Jody has said that her biggest blessing is being able to have a way to share God's love with people. And that's definitely something that is different for each of us. I have loved being able to empower women and help them feel better about themselves. And that's very, very exciting to me. And Patty Brush was able to quit her full-time job and do what she loves without being stressed about a paycheck. So there are so many different ways that this can bless you. It's different for everyone, but it will bless your life if you decide to give this a try. All right, Cozy, tell them how to get started.
All right, so there's really two ways you can start. So you can join for free with the challenge pack. So there's a $39.95 sign up fee that is waived when you sign up with the challenge pack, which it's silly not to, because it's really hard to talk about something if you're not doing it yourself. So that's always what we suggest, is to sign up with the challenge pack, jump into the coach training, jump into a challenge group, and just like hit the ground running. And then, so that will be the $39 is waived if you sign up that way, or you can just sign up paying that $39. That's totally up to you. So starting month 2, there's always a $15.95 monthly fee That is to pay for your website, to set everything up. We don't have to do any of that, which is awesome. That sets up, you're fine. So, and then that also pays for them to, for them to ship everything out. We don't I know a lot of other MLMs have to have parties and personally ship all these things out to people. We don't ever have to do that, ever. They order from your site and corporate ships it to them. So that's kind of what that fee is for. With your 25% discount that Candace will talk about, you pay for that anyway. And then if you do have a military, you don't have to pay that coach fee. So that's awesome that we support that. And then obviously you can cancel it anytime. You can cancel anytime.
Sorry, my computer's spazzing.
You're fine. You're never stuck in any type of contract. You're never stuck. You don't have to ever pay anything. The only thing that you have to pay is that $15.95 a month, and that's it. Yeah, and then Candace, you can talk about the 25% commission.
So earning money is really super simple. You get 25% commission on any orders that go through your website. You can also choose to build a team of people who are just like you, who are looking for an opportunity to help them grow. And as you teach them and help them learn to work this business and inspire others and share their story, as they start making sales and earning money, you can earn team bonuses based on what your team is doing. So the sky is the limit. The more you share and invite and build your team, the more you can earn. And it's not all based on just how much you sell, which is another thing that really helps us to avoid being too salesy. We are very team focused, and we are here to support one another 100%. There's no competition. So basically you just do the workouts, you drink the shakes, you eat healthy and have that healthy lifestyle, and you share it and you share it and you share it and you inspire and you share motivation, and people are going to realize that they love seeing what you put on Facebook because it just makes them feel good. And those are the people that are going to want to join you. And I can't tell you enough how exciting it is to have one of your customers come to you in gratitude for reaching out to them because they have lost the weight that they couldn't lose. I had a friend last year who's been obese her entire life, and she lost 100 pounds in 8 months doing 21-day fix. And the first time that I saw her after that, I lost it. I was a puddle of tears. I was a mess. It was so exciting for me. And the first time that you have a coach on your team come to you and say, I just had my biggest paycheck ever, and it's buying the groceries this month, or it's paying off our car. Anytime you get a message like that, it's just the bee's knees, man. It makes your whole day.
Yes. Okay, so kind of what we've talked about this whole time. So you get the 25% discount, what Candace just said. You get to work out. Pretty much, you get to have that accountability to stay healthy. I mean, you work out for your job. That's awesome. And travel, you get to, I think that, with me too, but I think even more for those that sometimes have families, you get to choose when you work. Definitely do something every single day. But you get to choose when that is. If your kids are sick, or you are doing, you have family plans or something, it's not a 9-to-5 job. You don't have to be there at certain times. And so I think out of anything, that's probably the most, is having that freedom to do what you want to do. Yeah, that's really what else. Got anything else, Candace?
It's awesome. We're good. So when you sign up, really quickly, we can give you more details in person, but we don't want to make this too long. You sign up, you get to be part of seriously the best fit fam ever. We are best friends. We have so many amazing people on our team, and there's so much support and friendship there. It's seriously the coolest thing ever. You get a personalized website that people can order from. It's available instantly after you sign up. You have access to your Coach Online office, which shows you all of your customers' information and their orders and what your coaches are doing. There are tons of marketing tools, a whole library of training videos, but you also get access to our team's exclusive training website, where you'll be trained by Micah and Tara, who are some of the top coaches in the company. You will have endless personal development resources, and we can't forget that we get paid weekly, because that's kind of awesome. Thursday's seriously the best day of the week now.
By far. So this is another thing that I like. Obviously, you want to help everyone, but you honestly can pick and choose who you want on your team. Probably when I started, I would reach out to anybody, and which I still do to a certain degree, but like I feel like I know the type of people that I want on my team, the type of people that I want to be surrounded by. And people totally change. Like I know I've changed since I've been coaching. I've completely changed for the better, not as a person, but just my strengths have gotten better and my weaknesses have gotten better. So I just feel like as a whole, I've grown. And so I understand not everyone's going to be this super motivated person right off the bat, but you can sense the type of people that you want to work with. And so really you just have to, I think being a leader comes with time. I'm still working on being a better leader. And really you can't be too serious. Like in our pages, we're always joking around, just having a blast all the time. And so you just gotta, really it's fun. I look forward to waking up every morning and chatting with everyone. I don't know. It's fun. People, like some of my friends will be like, oh, don't you feel lonely when you just go to class and you're at home? I'm like, no. I'm like talking to like my friends all day, every day. I love it. So yeah, it's really so simple, really. Next. Oh, sorry, I couldn't tell if that was the last slide.
I know. I don't know what went wrong. It tried to kick me out.
Oh.
I don't know what you said, but I lost it. So that's basically it, right? That's everything we needed to cover?
Yeah,
right, Cozy?
Obviously there's going to be more that come along
more
with
questions.
it. Yeah, but
for sure.
For the most part, that's the gist of it. And really, you guys, it's simple. You have to do little things every day, and over time, I just don't want to get in people's mind. It's like this get rich quick job. It's not. You do have to work at it. It's as fun as it is. It's so fun and rewarding. But yeah, there's some hard times you have to push through. I'll be dead on it. Emotionally, when you hear no a lot, doesn't feel good right at first, but that's why we do personal development. That's why we do these things to grow. And you know what? I don't care if people tell me no anymore. I'll just be like, okay.
It's really not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Like, I don't care. And so that's why personal development is huge. You have to be doing personal development, or every little thing you'll take to heart and you'll take them personally, and you can't, because it might not just be at the right time for somebody, honestly. Where most of the time, totally. It just means it's not the right time for them, and that's fine. So, do you guys have any questions at all for us?
Do you want to unmute them?
Yes. Anybody?
All right, guys. What do you got for us?
Nothing.
Okay. So we are going to do the drawing here as soon as we finish this.
Oh, yes.
Post it on our page. Yay.
We're going to draw up names for the free size, okay?
Oh my gosh, it is so flippin' much fun. It's fun. You'll like this one.
And I hate dancing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a dancer. And it's so fun. And you're like dripping sweat. So it's a fun program.
Yeah. Seriously, if you have to work, then you might as well have fun while you're doing it.
Yes, I agree. Okay, no questions. Good. obviously, you're welcome to reach out to either one of us if you have any questions. Okay.
For sure.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks for getting on.
Hey,
What?
Yeah, go.
hey, sorry, before you guys go,
Go ahead.
how do I know I'm in that drawing? This is Lindsay.
Lindsay, you're in. I've got you written down.
Okay.
Awesome.
Lindsay, yes,
And-
we got
Candace, if I don't win, how can I get that video?
you.
I'll message you. I'll message you. You're going to love it. It's awesome.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I'm glad you said
and
something. I knew
Ashley-
you were on here, but I didn't know which one you were.
I know, there's 2 208s. Ashley, you're the other one, right? The other 208 number? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Totally.
I was late.
You're good. You're good.
We got you. Okay, cool. So we will do the drawing here in a few minutes after we get off here, and we will post it on our pages, and we'll tag the winner.
Yes.